Morning, everybody. We are back in the kitchen this morning after a very late night of food and drinks and movies and games, and Mama's hungry. So we need to make something quick, easy, simple, and delicious. So we're making buttermilk biscuits, y'all. To grab a few ingredients, we're gonna start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. We're gonna add a tablespoon of sugar, a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, and a hefty pinch of salt. And to our dry ingredients, we're gonna go ahead and rub in 5 tablespoons of butter. So I have this very, very cold, because we don't wanna rub in melted butter. So we're just gonna go ahead and rub this in so we get like breadcrumb texture. Now this is exactly what we want. We're sort of looking for that mealy sort of breadcrumb texture. So now to this, we add our wet ingredient, which is just a cup of buttermilk. So we just want to gather this in. So I just turn the bowl as I use my fingers to kind of get it mixed together. You don't want to squish this too much, because then you're going to knock too much air out of it, and you can make your biscuits really tough that way. So you can see I haven't like really squished it a whole lot. You don't want to do any of that. So we're going to turn it out on the table. You can put some flour down first if you'd like. And now, instead of rolling these out, we don't want to roll them. We just want to knead this once or twice to get it like a homogeneous sort of lump. We don't want to roll this out because you're going to knock it all down and make the structure too tight. So we just want to pat this out. So I push down just enough and pat this out to about a ½ inch. Now we want to let this sit for about 10-15 minutes just to let everything start to activate inside that baking powder and buttermilk. So we'll come back in 10 minutes, get these on the pan and get them baking. We've let these sit here on the bench and they're just slightly like puffier, kind of. There's no yeast in these, so they don't rise, but they definitely have a reaction in them. Now I just have a biscuit cutter, but you can use anything that's round that's going to give you this nice shape. Now to cut these, you want to go straight down and not twist. When you twist them, it crimps the edges so they don't get a high enough rise. If you want a really tall biscuit that's nice and flaky, you're going to want to go straight down with this, no twist. Grab all this stuff. You see how the dough's kind of like expanded a little bit from that baking powder, actually. Just pick these up, set them gently on there. Give them a little bit more room so they can fluff up. And these are going to go into a 425-degree oven for about 10 to 15 minutes. The most important step, actually. I like to get these nice and brown on top, so I use a little bit more buttermilk right on the top. Perfect. Now these can go in the oven. Oh, these look amazing. They smell, everything smells so good in here. One final touch I like to do is add just a drizzle of honey. Just gives them a little sweetness. Oh, hey, Matt.
Hey, Jake.
What'd you bring for me? I see you got something.
I made you a cocktail. I made French 75s.
Ooh, what is that?
Well, they're kind of like a mimosa, but instead of orange juice, you add gin, so extra booze,
Ooh.
and lemon juice, and sugar water, which is a fancy way to say simple syrup. They're really tasty. You want to try one?
I do.
I knew you were slaving away up here in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. Thanks. Oh, yum.
Right?
Yummy.
Those are really good. You made biscuits, obviously. This looks great.
Yeah, buttermilk biscuits with a little drizzled honey on top. They look delicious. Now, do you want to try one?
Yeah, I really do. I'm like, how long do we have to talk before I get to eat one? Oh my God, look at that.
And I got some homemade butter.
Ooh, it's sticky. Oh, that is homemade butter.
And some jam.
Look at that.
And some honey. I'm partial to honey and butter. Look at this.
I'm gonna get a little bit
Look
of
at that. Look at that open.
God, look at. I'm gonna get a little of this homemade butter.
Sweetness.
Oh, that butter is thick.
I got a
Here.
Do you want a knife?
Yeah, I just wanted to make a mess. I'm gonna get more. Who am I kidding?
You want to take that from you now?
God. Jake, these are really good.
Listen, my family's from Kentucky. So biscuit making is in my blood.
It really comes through in your biscuits.
I know.
That is so good.
I just want a little honey because that's what I like on mine. And of course, these like are perfect for, you know, biscuits and gravy.
You want to sit here and eat all of them ourselves, or you want to go feed our friends downstairs?
I'm of two minds, but yeah, we should probably take these two.
You're not gonna twist my arm if you want to just sit here and eat biscuits.
Awesome. Well, you know, thank you for coming up and at least eating some biscuits with me before we go.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you guys for joining me again in the kitchen. If you haven't done so yet, please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you here next time on Jake Bakes. And
Cocktail moment.
awesome. Let's. Yeah, we should go. Okay.
We needn't rush.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hey, go to the house. Go to the chat. That's fine.